So after I finished installing my new distributor cap rotor seal, I went for a test drive earlier today. I rode just around the neighborhood, like a quick ride. Everything checked out. The temperature never got crazy. The truck sat for a few hours. Then around 4 p.m. I came out and I saw a stream of coolant running down the pavement. So I checked out the radiator and it looks busted. I'm not sure how that happened, why it's doing it. There's definitely a lot of rust down there. It's not looking so good. Hi everyone and welcome back to another ACTY video. If you couldn't tell from that Netflix mockumentary intro, I have a coolant leak. I wish I could say I was joking, but this video is over 12 months in the making. So I just got my package from 500 Yen Shop. The cool thing about them is that when you're shopping on there, you're usually going to get cheaper parts, the shipping is really fast, and they'll usually throw in some candy for you. Now, we gotta install this bad boy. Yeah, so wish me luck and let's get started. The first thing we need to do is remove the bumper. With the license plate off, you can see where those other two nuts are. So, this nut bolt over here in the door jamb is giving me a lot of grief. It's rusted way through. I'm just gonna cut the plastic. I'm done messing with it. The bumper should still be able to be secured with the other nuts, so I'm not going to worry about it. I've removed the ones from the door so this can come out. And before the bumper will come free, you need to disconnect the horn, which will just be right down here in that little clip there, and then you're good. And here's our radiator. Yuck. Alright, the bumper is now completely free. I'm going to move this off to the side, facing down, so the horn doesn't get wet. But yeah, hopefully we can put some trim paint on this and refinish it, make it look a lot nicer, because it's pretty washed out. It's not really even black, it's kind of more like gray now. So yeah, we'll see if we can't make this pretty, but that'll probably be a separate video, so look out for that. We're gonna take this whole bar off, hopefully. So there's your radiator guard, 4 bolts. We take this off here, this connects to this piece here. There's another one under here, and then same for the other side. Oh, that's really on there. You know what I always say? You don't need a breaker bar when you got a foot. There's this little plastic covering here. 2 10 mils holding that up. I unscrewed those. I was able to push this plastic covering back a little bit, just enough to where I could get my ratchet up there, and then I could use my foot on this one. That seemed to do the trick. Now I just have to get this bugger out. It's stuck in there. Very annoying. Now I can actually see the radiator. Hopefully we can clean this up a bit, because it is nasty. remember this, call back to one of my first videos on the truck. Leave a comment if you were here around those days. Alright y'all, here we go. Chapter 4 of the owner's manual. All about engine cooling system. Pages 63 and 76. Let's head there now. Alright. Now, so we got some bolts securing it on the bottom there. 1 and 2. The thermo switch, we'll have to detach that. An upper hose from the back. There's a hose over here as well. The connector here, but I think it should come free after that. But first, we have to drain this bad boy. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is remove the radiator cap. So we got this wing nut. Undo that. This comes free. And there's your cap. I did buy a replacement for that because it's kind of busted. I don't think it's holding pressure, so oh my gosh, it's tight. What the heck? All right, there we go. Come on. Yeah, come on. There you go. Yeah, so as you can see, some of the gaskets broke off, so I did get a replacement for this. So cool. It's probably best we take our glove box off when we want to go to refill this. But for now, we're just draining, so I'm gonna leave it as is. The next thing, you've got your petcock valve. Alright, that's just about finished draining now. Now we can drain from the engine block. Alright, so 17 mil for the engine block next to the oil filter. Removed this thing so I could get my ratchet in. That seemed to do the trick. So let's pop this thing off. Let's drain this biatch. Let's get on the way because just draining alone is taking a lot longer than it should have. I guess because I have an electrical wire here, I don't want to short anything, so I'm just going to disconnect the battery really quick. Okay, it's finished draining. Gonna secure the bolt back on. Alright, since we finished draining, we're gonna take these two bolts out up front, 10 mil. They are extremely rusty. I am very concerned we may not be able to get these out, but I'm just gonna think positive thoughts here. One out, one to go. We got the two bolts under here out. Alright, we just disconnected this. I think we've got two bolts here we need to get after to get the fan off. And then we need to remove this hose and the upper hose. And there may even be another hose up here still connected, but I'm not sure. Alright, the little screw or bolt down here. Can't even tell which, it's so rusty. Didn't want to behave, so fuck you. I'll cut the bitch out. So that's detached now. Woo! That bitch is on there good. I'll come back when it's off. Finally, it's out. I think I wrestled with that thing for 20 minutes. Alright, y'all. Every minute that passes, another thing falls off. Still struggling to get this hose out of here. I was able to finally move this clamp out of the way, but that is on there good. And then I can't even reach this clamp in there. You see it barely right there. I can't, my pliers, I can't get them in there, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Try to work this one off. That'll be able to give me some slack, then this can come down. Then I should be able to get at it with some pliers. Whew, it's probably gonna take 20 minutes to get this off. Part of the issue is there's like nowhere to get my fingers in there. Alright, it's probably been 5 minutes. I moved a centimeter. Oh, it's small, but it's progress right there. Alright, a little more progress. Feels like it's been 15 minutes. Still wrestling with it. Oh, I think that took 30 minutes. So much convincing to get that fucker out of there. Now I can actually access this clip here so I can work on the next hose. Okay, this one loosened like a dream. Thank God. Ugh. Ah! Yes! Ugh! Ooh. I think that may be one of the hardest battles I've had on the truck yet. Oh, so glad that's out. Oh, golly. Now we have to detach the fan because unfortunately I do have to reuse it. I did not get a replacement for this. The radiator was already like almost 200 bucks, so I'm gonna try to reduce, reuse, recycle, because I don't think there's anything wrong with it other than it being horribly rusty. Okay, it's free because we cut this side off because this fucker was rusted in, and voila. Okay, thank goodness I was able to use my vice grip here, get around that thing, and got it off so we can reuse this as well. Woo! Alright, now we can begin putting the parts in the new radiator. Take this cap off and put this in there. Alright, so I've been hitting this with some rust dissolver, scrubbing it down, trying to get at this rust in here. Then I'll hit it with some reformer and then maybe some black paint, I don't know. And should be good. Okay, here we go. Now I gotta match all of the hardware I bought to the old stuff and reassemble. So here we have one of the bolts that will secure the radiator to the frame. So new, old. Here we have the little bumper. I guess this would be called cushion in the owner's manual. Classic me. I'm like a day late and $1 short on this project. It turns out they sold me the radiator without any mounts, without any way to mount the thing in the truck. So I had to pop to the store really quick and get a bunch of different brackets, and I think I'll have to try and make something that's gonna work. I don't know, we'll see how this goes. Okay, so sorry, I haven't recorded for the last little bit. I went into crunch mode because it's getting very late and I need to finish this. So I reattached the hoses, reattached the fan. I was able to make something. I just used an L bracket, drilled the holes where I needed, and then I was able to actually attach. Originally I tried fabricating something to match what's on the radiator, but that was a huge disaster. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. It's been a long day. I'm gonna finish this up and get out of here. So, not at all how it's intended to be done, but it's how I'm gonna do it. So we got the cushion right there, little L bracket to the radiator. Hi everyone, so it is the next day. I wasn't able to complete the job last night. It just got so dark and I don't think I finished till almost like 10 o'clock. It was rough, but anyway, we're back at it today. Hopefully we can get this done. Alright, let's go. Okay, so here's the bracket I ended up making. So I used an L bracket, drilled new holes for the two mounting points here, because the holes that came with were too small and then they weren't in the right place. So just drilled two new holes, and I think this will do. It's wedging it in there pretty well, and still got that, still able to cushion itself. So I was completely frantic last night and didn't even realize that I could just push the radiator slightly over and then down a bit to make sure that both of the holes line up correctly. So there I was trying to fabricate something originally, and then I realized, okay, maybe I can use a bracket that already exists. And I struck that genius, you know, on the left side, but then it came to the right side, and then I just lost my mind when the holes didn't line up right. Not working under tremendous amount of stress and time constraint, I just, you know, there's some give with the radiator, pushed it over, can pull it down some, and I should be able to get that other L bracket in there, get the cushion in there, and get both bolts secured. At least I was able to get that, because here I was trying to make anything work to try to get both bolts in. Anyway, I'll be very happy when this job's over. Okay, I just finished drilling. I need to bend that down some. And that's why you don't use a jack stand as a tripod. You just got both mounts in. It's sturdy. We're just gonna bend this piece up so that it's not in the way. Since this video is already really long, I'm gonna finish the rest of this project in a separate video. I'm gonna go over draining, refilling, and bleeding the cooling system. So look for that video in the cards or the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.